Show. All right. Can I get a thumbs up? Can everybody see our logo there? Element. Fantastic. So we are Element. You might hear other names that we use like Offset, and that'll, as we talk a little bit more about our products, that'll make sense why we do that. So you guys all know the disclaimers, right? You guys are all connected up. All you connectors, you know what's happening here. I'm going to skip through that. This is just a quick recap of our team. I'm Scott. We've got Ali, Victor, Paul, and Amy, who are members of our team and doing incredible, unbelievable work. These are the real unsung heroes that you don't see or hear from much, but you're going to start hearing and seeing a lot more of them because they are doing the heavy lifting to bring to pass this vision that we have at Element. So our mission, we're transforming mines around the world into crypto solutions. Mining affects everybody. It affects virtually every product that we have, everything that we feel and touch, and we take it for granted. We just assume that this stuff just shows up, that when you get an iPhone, that just some guy produced an iPhone, you have no idea what it actually takes to produce all of these things. And more importantly, most people don't understand the impact that having technology has. A lot of people are out there driving Teslas thinking they're saving the world, having no idea what it takes to produce a battery for a Tesla, having no idea what it takes to have a laptop, what it takes to have a phone, all the components. And this right here is a quick snapshot into what it takes. This is a cobalt mine in the Congo. You have any idea, and there's a sea of humanity. If you look up toward the top a little bit to the right, it goes for miles and miles. There are thousands of people in this mine, many of them children, working for $1 a day so that we can live a comfortable life. That must stop. What we have to, our mission is to help people understand the problems that exist and how easy it is to solve these problems. I found out about these problems firsthand. I was a gold miner. I ended up in some weird thing. I ended up on Discovery Channel. I didn't go seek to be on TV. They found out about a couple of morons from Utah who were out mining and trying to solve problems. And they showed up with a camera crew. I ended up getting signed to Discovery Channel, spent 2 years on Discovery Channel on my show, Jungle Gold. That is a smaller, more tan, younger version of me on the right. All the problems I saw gave me all these gray hairs in my beard. But I know firsthand because I was a gold miner. I spent 5 years in Ghana. I spent time in South Africa. I spent time all over the United States working on and managing and consulting on gold mining projects. I know personally the impact that illegal and destructive gold mining has on the world. Now, we are not trying to stop mining. We're not trying to end mining. We love the things that come up out of the ground because we love what it can do for our lives by giving us technology and allowing us to have jewelry and all these things. We're trying to clean it up. And so there are bad mining practices all over the world: environmental destruction, bad working conditions, exploitation of children, slave labor, and distrust. A lot of people were mining illegally and working the system. I found out when I showed up to Ghana, there's 25,000 illegal miners from other countries. They didn't sneak across the border. They landed on a plane and walked through customs. The problem is systemic, but there are things that we individually can do to help solve this problem. And this convergence of two things. Number one, awareness. Everybody's going, I don't want to drive a car that came at the expense of children, and technology that allows everybody to participate on an individual level. Before you said, let somebody else do it. The technology that exists today says, no, you do something. That's what empowers us. That's this new blockchain technology allows the individual to solve problems. And that's why when you hear people say that blockchain is going to change the world, they are as serious as a heart attack, because now individuals are now empowered to take actions to solve problems that didn't normally passed off to other people. I want to give you a little bit of a picture here. This, what you're looking at right here, is where I worked. This is the Open River in Ghana. What you're seeing here is the destruction caused by gold mining. Here's a better picture. If you look, you can see three little villages along that road. The middle village is a little town called Domanasi. That's where I worked. Everything to the right of that is illegal gold mining. And to my shame, several of those holes are mine. Those are holes that I dug that were never reclaimed. Every one of these holes in it has mercury, has oil, fuel that's been dumped in it, and every inch of what you see to the right, a cocoa plantation had to be torn down to dig these holes. That's the main cash crop in Ghana, is cocoa. And when you go in there and you rip it all out so that you can gold mine, you are screwing these villages forever. They take advantage, they want the gold mining there because it gives them a little bit of more money quickly, but you have to destroy their entire livelihood for mining. And about 30% of all the gold mining in the world is this. And I know it because I lived it, and unfortunately, I was part of the problem. Now, I wasn't the only one who was part of the problem. Indirectly, if you own a phone, we are all part of the problem. If you have a computer, if you have any sort of, if you own anything that was mined, and that includes everybody on Earth, what I love about Grow is that they say their market is anyone that eats. Element has a similar impact because everybody has a phone or a computer or something that's been mined up out of the earth. Every person has that. And so we can all, because we're all indirectly part of the problem, Will always says, hey, let's do the challenge, raise your hand. Who can tell me where their food came from, what the environmental impact was? We can do a similar challenge. Every single person, because of this insatiable need that we have for all this technology, is indirectly a part of the problem, but now we can all be part of the solution. So the solution is the Element blockchain. I'm not going to go into lengthy discussions about blockchain. I think we've all talked about it. If you guys are on this call, you should know basically what blockchain is. So we have created products. Element United has created products that will be hosted on and that are already being hosted on the Element blockchain. You as Blockbots, you're all members of the community. You guys know how the blockchains work. It is an independent blockchain with its own DGF. I, as the president of Element United, I create products that go on the blockchain. And we have a whole host of products that we'll go into in detail later. We won't do that today. But I want to just briefly talk about them. We have ethical mining NFTs so that mining companies can pledge through a verified process in an NFT to do things like pay a fair wage, have their permits, have a reclamation plan, have an environmental, a sustainability plan. All these things can now be verified through an NFT so that all their customers can see that they are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're ethically mining and they're not exploiting villages or the environment. We also have an e-vault so that now individual pieces of jewelry can have NFTs created for them. We already have partners, 250. We're working on an extremely large partnership with a jewelry store you've all heard of, one of the most premier brands on earth. And we're working with multiple other jewelry companies to create NFTs so that everybody can know if you have a ring, they need to know the origin of it. Where did it come from? And it can also house other information like warranty information, proof of ownership, things like that. We also, very similar, in fact, we're working with the same partners as Grow to create carbon credits. Carbon credits are a $1 trillion industry by 2030, and we are going to tokenize and bring carbon credits to the world. Mostly people think of carbon credits as something one company buys that another company buys. But we are bringing carbon credits to the individual, our personal carbon offset that anybody can subscribe to for a small monthly fee. We won't talk about that much today, but we are allowing the individual to take ownership, to be able to get out there and do something by offsetting their own carbon footprint and by receiving tokenized carbon credits. And when you buy the carbon credits every month, you get Element tokens. We reward you for taking action. It's going to be called, it's offsetyourmom.com. That's just a funny, we'll watch our funny video on there to talk about how you as an individual can offset your own carbon footprint and be rewarded for it monthly. We also have a bracelet campaign. You can see I'm wearing my bracelet. This has direct impact. It's got a little QR code on it. Some of you guys have already bought bracelets. They're being assembled in Ghana. Paul and I, who's sitting next to me here, will be heading out to Ghana in a couple of weeks to film the villages putting these bracelets together. And remember, half of the profits go directly to these villages to help fill in those holes that are out there. We're also gamifying gold mining. Gold mining can be gamified. We've got a lot of partners that we're going to talk about here in just one second. And we are working with some incredible game designers who can allow us to gamify gold mining. We'll talk a little bit about that. This is just kind of a teaser for you guys, but it's very cool. A free play to earn game that allows you to mine element tokens while preserving the gold in the ground. The act of playing the game locks real gold in the ground. There's a give back initiative to help villages. And it's a way to earn element and take it to the broader community. We're also partnering up with GRG that you guys are going to hear with Gold Rush Global. You're going to hear about that very soon. It's a way for us to buy recycled gold and then turn that recycled gold into Element gold coins that you guys will be able to purchase soon. So Gold Rush Global, you'll hear about that. You guys all know who's running Gold Rush Global, but we won't make that announcement just yet. But he's a friendly to the community. You already know who he is. Allows the whole world to get rewarded with element tokens for recycling their gold so that we can reduce the impact that's happening out there in these villages. Here are our current mining partners. Will talked a lot about the farms that he's working with. And you know, when I told my wife that he's working on a partnership with Ballerina Farm, she lost her mind. And we're a little bit more boring. We partner with gold mines and other types of mines, a jade mine, a granite mine. Every one of the 6 mines that you see here is under contract with Element United. And some of these pictures are just filler pictures. You know, these aren't so if you go Google search these images, we took some of these images because we don't have pictures of some of these mines. Element United has partnered with these mines. Element United owns 5% of between 3 and 5% of every one of the mines that you see on here, and they have a combined in-ground assets of about $600 billion in the ground. Some of the mines have agreed to stop mining. Now, why would they do that? Why would someone want to work with us? Because we offer solutions. We have gone to these mines and said, listen, what if you made more money by not mining than you did by mining? Or what if the current mining that you're doing can be verified and you can get more customers because they know through an NFT on the blockchain that you are mining ethically? And so all these mines are running nodes. Every mine you see here is running Element nodes. The Rex Gold mine you see down is our newest partner with 6.4 billion. They just made me the president of the Rex Gold mine with the intent of tokenizing the entire mine so that it never has to be mined. All the other ones, you guys may have seen pictures of our crew at the Niamongo mine. This is you can see them all decked out in their Element swag. They're ethically mining. This is the first mine that's EMC or ethically mining certified through Element. And we're helping these villages. They're mining ethically. We're able to buy gold from this mine in order to create our own silver coins. So the mining partnerships that we have are massive. Now, there are 3 or 4 of you who are actually on this call who've already brought me additional mines. Thank you for being patient with us. I know I owe some of you guys phone calls, but mines approach us every single week. They hear about what we're doing. They want to be involved and they say, look, how does this blockchain, please explain it to me. What does this do? And I'd be happy to work with every one of you guys to help you explain how you can bring mining partners to us. I'm down to 45 seconds. I promised 15 minutes. So big announcement for us today, starting tomorrow. Will allows you to go and buy meat and other products. Starting tomorrow with Element United, you can buy silver and gold coins using the Element token. We will announce it tomorrow. It's not going to be on Element United. It's going to be on a different website, elmt.store. Don't go there yet, but we will be live with the ability to exchange your ELMT that you mined with your nodes for physical gold and silver. Like, we're pumped. I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys are very excited for this. We will have other things that you can buy, but the ability to run a node and then exchange it for physical gold and silver that's been ethically mined and harvested. Now, I mentioned just a couple minutes ago about GRG, the Gold Rush Global, that we're going to be buying all of the recycled gold. That gold will be turned into these coins and you can buy them with your Element tokens. So I'm 15 seconds over. Sorry about that. I could go for an hour. I'm not even joking, but thank you and we'll be on. I hope we get a little bit of time like Grow every single morning to talk about more things. But that's where we're at. Please jump on. I hope you see the vision, mission, and purpose of Element. Everything that we're doing is designed to have direct impact to help those who are marginalized and most affected by illegal gold mining. And we realize that the blockchain now allows us to offer incentives for people to join. Sometimes people recognize a problem. They go, oh, yeah, it's great. I know that's a problem. I wish I could do something about it. Well, we're trying to make this very easy on you to do something about it. Now, one last thing. When we talk about let's make it easy on you, I'm going to make this very easy on you. Every person on this call should be sharing the Element story, the Element message. And the best way to do that, as proven from last week, is to give out some ELMT. So here's what I'm going to do. Every single Blockbot on this call, I'm going to send 5,000 ELMT to today. And I want you to send 1,000 to 5 people. This is how easy I'm going to make it on you. I will give you from my personal ELMT. Every person on this call gets 5,000 ELMT. You will have it today.